And the alarm is up, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yo, another exciting time in the studio for Morning Jollof.
What time it is?
This one is the breakfast. Once you wake up, you don't exactly need food. You need to hear our voices to feel alright. Right? You feel me? You guys feel me?
Well, a lot of people are eating crap.
Facts. So as always, we have enough jollof to go around, guys. And of course, this is another episode with us. Did you miss us?
Of course you did.
Wait, if you did not miss us, then let's go home. Let's know that our effort is not a waste. Yes, of course. So, guys, today we have someone in the studio. Yay!
What should they go?
I have to contain my excitement, guys. I need to contain it. Yeah. So, drum roll as I introduce our guests. We have Sydney Iwando. Oh my God! Can I get your autograph? How are you feeling this morning? Okay, as always, before we continue, we need to cheers to the new episode. So, guys, with our cup of coffee for the morning, to Jollof Radio. Because it's hot. Oh.
Welcome, Sydney, with the breakfast show. On Morning Jollof, our agenda is very simple. We keep it friendly. We talk about trending stuff. Yeah. Last week was very fun. We talked about DNA, paternity fraud. I had a very funny guy, and somebody mentioned about her dog being raped.
Yamil. Of course, my name is Anya Wefunaya, aka Naya the First.
Hey, my name is Chief Wego. Voice of God. That's not blasphemy, but
Hallelujah.
I asked you for.
Hey, isn't that who marry billionaire will see billionaire money? Yeah, why not?
So, okay, over the last week, we had a very interesting piece. The footballer's wife asked for divorce, and unfortunately, the player had no assets because he had registered all of his properties and assets under his mother. So he had nothing legal. He did about £1 million from PSG monthly, but 80% of this is deposited in his mother's accounts. But before we take sides, let's at least have facts with it. His wife is asking for divorce on the grounds of if he had an affair. Not just that he had an affair, one of the people he had an affair with has accused him of rape. So he has
multiple affairs.
Nobody has that.
Multiple. Hey, but this human being.
Well,
if he was my husband,
and he takes sex, right?
Oh my God.
Yes, and what is wrong?
This bullshit.
And now he has this case, which is very, very embarrassing, right? But the coconut say he's asking for 50% whatever he owns. So as is traditional, we're going to read off comments before we get into the business. And because of the whole peculiarity of the case, people have had takes. People think he's wise for stashing this money. So we're going to read some people's comments and then we'll go straight down. So Solomon, she says your next of kin should be your wife. What's your mother? Your assets should have your wife's name or dealt. And this is biblical marriage. Yeah, become one. Going in matrimony, if you can't trust a woman with your riches, don't marry her. You don't trust at all. They should probably get a lot of pushback from the Red Pile movement because of the recent case. The successful footballer whose wife filed for divorce and shut off his assets and property only to discover that Jordan's fortune is modest, and she has nothing to gain from the incentivized Western divorce culture. It seems pragmatic, but it's not right. That's all ideal. I can imagine the moment the first that some mommy's boys will get today, putting all your fortunes to your mom's name as a married man is off. Right? So he said a lot of things, but I can't read it all with short. Somebody made a battle. I said nobody's giving their father the entire fortune to administer church. If you can money, might give wife.
I've put this in the new wife's name.
Yeah. You know what Chris said? Have a mother like Hakimi's mother. You will never have to bother. Men who disrespect their mother because of their wives can learn from. I think nobody loves you like God, but after God, nobody, with the possible exception of your dad, can love you like your mom. Hakimi makes us appreciate the lyrics of Prince Nicole, brother, sweet mother. You begin to understand why that motherless baby so, but no fatherless baby so. Your wife might not take a bullet for you, she'll let me take it for her child with you. Jimmy proved that if you give your money to your girlfriend to keep your wives, give it to your wife to keep your half-wives. But if you give it to your mother to keep your truly, fully coupled in society and unequivocally wise. There's a difference between controlling a man and protecting the easily Hakimi's mother controlling may not seek a big picture. Would you rather be controlled or be fall by the force?
Oh wow. Comments are a lot, actually.
We have Peter with peace questions, married or whether if you can't trust your wife.
That should be it. That should be it.
But the person who has the different take on it that I like is Mary Remy Job, because she said something about his leech. Remember how King was married to this woman at 90? And she is 11 years older than he is.
12.
I think, to be 11 to 4 in that marriage. He said, how do you marry a teenager and expect him to be independent of his parents? An African teenager, because there's no saying African mom who let her child, who let go completely of her teenage child, became as opposed to duly level, because saying that's that. Most of the contracts were probably signed when it was underage, still, it wasn't people. Yeah, true.
What is underage? 19 is an adult.
No, he became a footballer before, right?
Yes, but 19 got married, right?
No, the point is, so for people who start football, you see like Peter Fiswell's son, he's 10, 11, was already playing for that.
No, the problem is not when he started playing. The problem is when he became an adult.
Fancy some time the money says to you. So all of his camera is label for songs. All of his songs' contract is signed by Peter. Yeah. So even if a club signs him now, at this age, it's a speaker for signed on this behalf. Crow's hands. Yeah. So eventually, when the child gets to 18, you can invest. But some people will just. I mean,
it's when you want to become an adult, then you have to make adult decisions.
Well, basically, did you go on an adult at 18 then?
I became an adult at 15. At 15. Yes.
What did you do?
I left my house.
Where did you go?
I went to another state. So, and this one, 18. Is it the UK that's 15? You're already an adult. Somewhere. Is it the No, I think there's British or somewhere that I'm not exactly sure now. But like from 15, 16, they already feel like, okay, you can make your decisions. But like official 18, and you got married at 19, and you are still not wise. Or you want to be like, you want to be over wise. In other words, to save everything. If you save some in your mom's name, fair. Save some in your own name and your wife's name. That's okay. But the entirety in your mom's name. We have not picked where his problem exactly is from.
So anyways, we're done with the comments, so now we'll go straight into talking about it. So Sydney, tell me what you did.
Yeah, now the thing is, I feel like if he had this intention that, okay, that I'm going to be cheating on my wife, you understand, and I'm going to put my money in my wallet, me and Bo, that's actually very well. And even if I was in his shoes, what I'm going to do is either I register my properties and everything to my children, and probably my wife, understand, and even if there is a reason for us to maybe divorce or split, that it's only 8 or 50 is too much. If I only with the government and taking it out, but I feel like they should reduce.
Well, I don't even like that because they don't divorce.
Yeah, so if they can reduce it, that's fair enough. Not taking like half of the man's, come that man that was also performed for years, either. Like, so I feel like if the government can just fall on the same thing that women or people that are divorced, that percentage of what they take, I think that would be fair enough. Or putting your name, like your property, under your man, I'm not really buying that idea.
No, it obviously shows that he was aware of, he had a foresight of this thing happening later.
No, okay, so I think for me, in my view, there are so many perspectives to the story.
Yeah.
First of all, from the parent's perspective, like I mentioned earlier, at him being a footballer, I think rightfully, yes, his mother probably signed the majority of his contract as a footballer coming up.
True.
So eventually, when he got the legal age, which is 18, yeah, of course, he could have said, okay, I can take it over from here. But I know, we don't know how he grew up with his mom. His mom was the one solely taking care of him. There's this kind of bond that children have with their mother. When you're like, actually, it's fine. It's not like you're mismanaging the money anyways. Keep on holding it. So I think that's basically what happened. And also from the parent perspective, if I had a son, and no matter where you don't, even if now my kid they play for a night, and the woman who's about 11 years older than you cost, right? We could get for that.
As an African parent, that's their perspective as an African parent.
To me, why did you not see love within your age range, or even 5 years, or even 3 years older than you, but 11 years? And I think people, that's my own personal opinion, I think people have no business getting married at that age. Personally, I think, especially for men, I can't say for women, I don't think men should marry before 30. Why? Example is this Hakimi's case. You look to be sure that you've done it all, seen it all, and you're tired of it all. Because marriage is business. But let's clear away with the treat marriage as okay, make marriage, we could still get one side, treat for outside. So yeah, but I'm going to a child at 19 hasn't seen it.
What do you mean a child? A male child, a female child? Because clearly you're talking about
Well, no, you know about that, yeah. So even, but let me just talk about the guys. A boy at 19 has his.
You said
So how?
that it's simple. No, I feel like it's not even about somehow. He has something based on experience, like 10,
from very young.
16, 17. So me, I feel like to start a family, you just have to have something going on for yourself. Is in the Bible? You just have to have something going on. You have a business that you're doing or whatever you're doing is bringing money to you. Why not? Why can't you start a family?
I mean, it's not just sorry, hold on. It's not just money or business that can.
You have to have something going.
Yes.
Because starting a family, you have children you're going to take care of.
Yes. No, it's important. It's important, but that's
you have
all of
going on
it.
for yourself, my guy.
But what if
Start a family.
okay, but in a scenario where you have money or maybe your dad had a lot of money, so next of kin, so you now inherited all of these things. So you have money, but you are still a child in thinking.
Now the thing is from the parents. Like you can't have so much money now and start spoiling your children. I don't know if you understand. Like you have to show them how life. They need to also, when it gets to a certain age, by themselves, let them know how life is. Because if you keep giving them everything, or you take, hey daddy, I want this one, or you take. When the papa go, they no go survive. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, so you need to get to a certain age, you need to start training them. Let them start seeing life by themselves.
Well, bro, see what's about it. It's not even about hustle or anything. You be superstar. So you supposed to understand where. If we open your DM now, I could tell the number of women we did your DM.
Asking for him to marry them.
Oh, what we marry? One, I'm sure a lot of them will creep. So that's the price of startup, right? Hakimi is not a regular mental, but yeah,
is it currently 19? What?
Sorry, that was okay. But I'm just.
I think it's around 24 now. She's 24 now.
He wasn't the regular 19-year-old. Yeah, the temptation the regular 19-year-old is going to face is not the same. True. With what the footballer that is earning millions of pounds.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, is going to face. So that's what I meant by not seeing anything. You've not flexed your temptation. You've not flexed your financial war chest. You know what I mean? Say you get the money to post the biggest Instagram party you can think of. You can fly them over to your private condo.
Yeah.
And then you still have to be faithful to the marriage.
In fact, it takes a lot of discipline, bruh.
That's why I think you should flex your so that you know I've still it all, done it all, and I'm probably tired. So okay, well, let me get tired. Right? So that's why I said I don't think men had any business getting married before 30.
That before 30. You want them to get married from 30? Then how old do the wife be?
Just flex. No, but it's like, get why? That thing where they what the wedding kissy. That
So 1 year is not enough. 2 years is not enough. 3 years. You think before 30.
after 1 year.
Because from 15, from adolescence, from 15, you boys are already here and you're already testing your flexing your. You want to flex 15 games.
Okay, I thought about it. Tomorrow you become the new Instagram, but you have to still want.
You people need Jesus. You need Jesus. That's
And it doesn't even help when you're rich. That's what the problem is. Yeah. So I tell them, a broke man doesn't know David. You're not disciplined, you're broke. Because you know your limits when you can fund every temptation and then still have the self for true. They're practical. But back to so the issue is this hustle is divorce hustle now. It's like a big time business now. It's looking like, what do you think about women asking for, at least for starters, asking for half of a man's bro?
I don't know why people go and sign papers when you know you cannot just stay faithful. You people have this thing that is just you. If you don't cheat, your life will be cut short. Literally, that's how you guys act. If you don't cheat or if you don't do one thing, that will make you lose your properties, your life will be cut short. And people are calling it business. What's business? You said. Just stay in just be upright.
So simply forbid them to say, okay, I don't want you when this side of you, forbid them. You know, forbid them.
Sean, we will make you pay.
Then forbid them.
You have to pay for wasting our time, and especially when in a situation where we've had kids, right? She has gone through the whole trauma of having kids, and now you want to just walk out, full all your things intact, and go and marry another wife. You must be crazy. Oh, you want to carry your money and go marry another woman, or you will suffer.
Now,
you're gonna suffer a little bit at least.
Without putting it. So, in the whole years where we did together, when I came off of my own money, let's see.
She feed the house too. She get her own money now.
Yeah, 1 year and I have my own money. Why I still give you my own?
You will give us.
Why? Yeah,
feel it in one side of your ribs that I lost some of that. You need to pay.
I was thinking if you're asking me for child support.
You will still pay that one now.
I'm like, okay, every month was possible. Yeah, I'm supposed to figure out the give for the boss now. I'm not in Nigeria. I'm not just school fees. I'll take it.
You think that much is Nigeria?
Yes, now. Nigeria don't score.
Because to actually still determine how much you're going to pay.
I know the child support that for child support and all that, and depending on what my finances are, because I remember when 50 cents baby mama they asked for, and what ridiculous price are you? The gross price. Now why are dogs in a hospital? Yeah, because I mean, what is your job? You know, baby mama to 50 cents. That's not the job. Go figure out friends to go fight something out or something. Don't depend on the partner because you have the job for 50. That you're going to be ripping him off for. So all that.
She's not ripping him off. She's paying child support, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the court determined how much. That's why he said based on his finances.
Yeah, that's right. What child support? No child.
No, but the court determined what he was going to pay based on his finances. So since his finances long like that, yes, you're going to support the child long like that.
That's why the court
Living green because she was out. What she was asking for now, baby mama and child support was in English.
But what was given at the end of the day?
Definitely not what she asked for.
Okay, fair.
But my own advice in all of this is what I think is always sign a prenup. Yeah. As upcoming millionaires will be saying one thing but which.
It's an upcoming millionaire. He's an ongoing, he's upcoming billionaire.
But
now that's billionaire.
But I think always sign a prenup before you get to the. My idea of marriage is regardless of what you think, and this is for both sides. Yeah, I think whoever you're marrying at the moment, that's the only version of the person you know. True, people change. I tell everybody that. To me, I see married as that will be fast, but not just. It was mine to buy. See, mine is one of the scariest things for me. That's the scariest thing to go into. It's not you know today in love fire. And it is not you know. Yeah, you having a guarantee of the that will fight not time or 1 year.
Okay, so you're talking about it like it's one sided. Okay, on both sides.
Both sides.
Oh, great.
Both sides. Okay, never tell who the version you know is the version you're dealing with now.
Yeah.
1 year from now, you could sit back and be like, they decrease.
You can also sit back and be like, oh, this was a very good decision.
Yes, it's true. But that's why I said it's a gamble. Because gamble now, waiting, you know the outcome. It's just quick, I close my eye, do it. If I'm sure of the outcome, then it's no longer a gamble.
But I mean, whatever you do, you have to do things to make it progressive.
But
you have to do things to make it better.
That's what I'm saying. You do everything there.
You can't be using love to marry. You can't even use just love to get married to someone, because at the end of the day, the love may die. Yeah. But the fact that this person cares for me, this person respects me, is what is going to make you still be attached and love this person.
As you skip to all part, this person cares for me now. This person still knows me now.
No, I'm talking about if you lose love, but the person still shows you care, shows you respect. That's through the marriage. I'm not talking about a specific time. Through the marriage, this person cares for me, this person respects me, this person is doing what I like, this person is changing for me. I mean, both sides. You as a man, you have to do some things. You have to adjust your life for your woman, and the woman will adjust hers for you. So yes, basically why everybody needs to put hands together to make it progressive. Right?
Yeah. That's on paper, right? That's what.
No, not on paper. To yourself.
That's what everybody wants. That's what we all think. When you say I do, we can marry this person. That's the idea. True. That two of us would accommodate each other, bend, change. Need till that. Even Jeff Bezos and his wife thought the same thing. A lot of people thought the same thing, but that reality is not the way you think it in your head. So you must be prepared for. Somebody said something once. They said, love with your heart, or mind into your head. Because it's the sweet person who you know today can turn on you tomorrow. Regardless of the gender, whether. So what is your defense when the other side of the person comes down? Because if you don't have a prenup, and okay, let's do it today, which is wrong. I'm not allowed working for cheating. And then the devil in the heart decides to turn out because of cheated, and then there's a loophole she can explore to rip you up or pop you, but so the only thing that means to save you then is if you, with your head of course, made prior arrangements that if this thing happens the way, she's only entitled to whatever she came you with, leave or whatever I decide.
That is you making plans to cheat.
No, that's my problem. Anytime you mention a prenup,
okay, let's leave cheating.
Yeah.
You making plans to do something to fuck up, literally, because you may now turn violent. This is not. But you're making the thought in your head. You're saying, "Oh, okay, maybe if later I do this, if later, why are you thinking of doing that? If later
I do this, it's if later."
That was literally what you just talked about.
No, I said if later this thing does not work. It doesn't have to be I do it.
That's basically if you don't do anything to cause the breakup, then it has to be a mutual ground thing.
People break up for weird reasons,
like okay, you don't know how to wash the bathroom, or you pee, you leave the piece, the seats, you press. Okay, fine. Then all those ones, court will not tell you okay because you press this thing or you pee on this thing. They then take 50% of no.
But even if you don't take something while living, if there are children, you pay for child support.
If the marriage was still there, you still pay for child support.
So that's the thing, and child support.
So it's not like you're deducting anything unusual from
child support is always at the discretion of the law, the judge, anybody. So if you still pass how much way you get.
No, it can't go past what you have.
No. What I mean is what you would have given even if the marriage. So assuming, say my net worth is, let's say 20 million, well, I believe in training these children, I shouldn't give them pocket money of more than 30k a month. Now the judge who can look at my network and say, okay, 20 million, this man is making another 10 million every year or 8 million every year, so I think these children are entitled to 50k. Here, that's already way past my forte.
Okay, way past your budget, but at the end of the day, you end up buying clothing, buying food. That's not that thing that you would have done.
That's aside the pocket money.
That's what I'm saying. That all of those things, if the child was with you, you would end up spending even more than that. Even more than that, because now the child is in your care. You're paying your housing, you're paying everything, you have to give them money to go out, you have to do this, buy clothes, buy all of that. All these things, you will still spend things.
What's wrong with the child not doing?
No, but all those basic things of, oh, my child is here, let me take you out for ice cream, let me take you, all those things.
Things are
And if you sum all that money, it's cash. Taking your child to the park. You know how much you spend at the park? Stop it, please. So the basis is, I think at this point we should be talking about what should, right? What the government should. The basis is, if as a man or as a woman, you don't feel you are adult enough to do the right things in order not to lose your properties at the end of the day, then don't go into the marriage, or don't go signing papers for anything.
okay. Wait till I asked about that. Why is it anytime men mention prenup, women get divorced?
What do you mean? Anytime women love old. Why do you think women get defensive about it? I'm confused.
And with that mention the prenup, John, like I down to applying money to do something.
No, it was not when you said prenup. It was when you said the man thinking of the percentage to cut. That was where I cut you off.
Prenup.
You were saying the man will be thinking, oh, later if this woman wants to do this, that's you thinking something would occur at during the journey of the marriage.
But that's what I was saying. You know, that's basically what prenup is, right?
We are comfortable with that. Your talk was based on the percent she's going to take. If you should we'll definitely sign that. Oh yes, this is what we're taking, and that's good. So let's go through the journey of the marriage without having to lose this. But your talk was based on the man losing it. That was what you're talking about.
Okay, probably you didn't understand me. What I was saying is, I mentioned the prenup, and I was saying, if push comes to shove and you have a prenup, which of course people in love don't think about, because like I said, it's with your head that you prepare for the worst, while you also enjoy the best and wish for the possible best. But I think you should also prepare for what, right?
Yeah.
So the prenup is that preparation, for the worst.
Yeah.
The rich people know this spirit can be clean. Kanye asked the king a prenup, and he got it. Because if he didn't get it, and the divorce later happened, didn't it? Which did nobody. But the divorce happened after what, 3 kids. Do you know how much you would have?
For what reason? So your facts are not. You're not bringing up facts now. So skip that. Till you have reasons. I mean, when you're calling somebody's story, have the reasons.
No, I remember that happened. Prenup first. That was the basis of the argument. Prenup and an eventual divorce. Kanye got a prenup from Kim, because if he did it and they went for the divorce, who knows what she would have asked for? Okay. So that's the point. So always have to plan.
See, basically, that's it. If you don't plan, then that's on you. That's basically on you. Everybody needs planning. If you're going to the marriage, plan it. Is it when you're in love you don't plan? When you're in love you don't plan. So what are you saying? It's them now.
Because stop the joke. If you like John prenup, they want to wait wrong married now. You Irish.
How many? No, this you by just talking on what you think. Have you mentioned it to somebody and they're literally getting around it?
Yeah, actually, it's not what we think, because the African mindset, I say, oh, you need Bradford, the bad. Why was married? You never started. Don't they measure food, clean off, or fight for? You know, that's like the mindset. But that's like you preparing for the absolute worst, while also hoping for the best. And I don't think there's anything wrong, because like I said, you don't know for this. If they look the better or clean tomorrow, like cold or cute. I'm not gonna say you get this camera, but might be like you go to God. Yeah, so that's it basically.
I still feel like you said something about women turning into business.
Yeah.
Now I feel like it's because of their perspective. They like when they even think of this thing, they're not thinking of it so that they can even support their children to maybe spend on the child, or they're thinking it for themselves. Where they will go to, where they will travel to, things they will buy. I don't know if you understand. Because
are you a woman now that you're helping us?
I know for them to be thinking that way, they're not thinking of it. Okay, now I have something like I need to be doing. I have a responsibility to take care of my children. You need to think like that. You get some kind of reason, like, why did I take this amount of money? Why didn't I? Obviously, you're doing this thing for your children and for people that need support. You can't be getting all the money and expecting only yourself.
You don't think we're doing it to make you, as a man, not to cheat, so you can pin your ass in that wedding? You don't think that way?
If I'm even getting out of that, if I'm getting,
E.g.,
getting
example,
married
example, spank you with the ass, telling your butt, tell you, stay in this wedding, stay this marriage, stop playing, stop playing.
to any baby,
When you know you're going to lose something you're going to feel, then that way you would stitch your ass in that wedding. So now, let's just wrap this up before we, as a man, as yourself. In other words, let's just go back to the whole Akimi thing. Would you rather sign your properties in your mother's name or in your wife's name?
I will sign it to my children's name. If I can't sign it to my children's name,
Okay, valid.
I will do that.
Okay, what if you don't have kids
If I don't have kids,
yet?
I think I'll send it to my wife, because now the thing is in the Bible, once you're married to a woman, you get like one. So I think it's right for me to sign it. But obviously, the kind of life where the life I will even get picking before I don't, I'm supposed to be on the safe side. So I feel like that picking guys the make I know the year story. Understand? Yeah, even these days now people even have children before they get married. Even if I know it's wrong, but more you guys they do it because when you say person enter married at the end of the day, you know go call you understand not.
So you what's yours?
I'll probably sign it in my wife's name, because beyond religion, I feel because there was a whole lot of argument online about how your wife is not a family, and I thought
Whoever wrote that must be a sick person.
like your wife is like your immediate family, true. And if you're going to take that gamble, like I always say, then you probably shouldn't risk it, take it here and risk it. But I'll put it in my wife's name, and my kids come up, and that rich enough, open a trust fund for them that they can't cut till they are 18. But make sure everybody's covered, because true, there's an angle to this that we didn't look at, right? So this is because he was caught cheating. Yeah. What if he died? True. And then there's a mom who has all the property. Nothing is signed in the name of the wife, and a wife. She's not the famous actress. Just make you remember, if we were leaving your wife at the mercy of
And kids.
at the kids.
And what if the mom doesn't like her?
That's the worst thing ever.
No.
There's a very I like the perspective you're coming. Yes, because
You but just the thing.
so where would the dog like people say, oh, they catch him. Yeah, but what if he died? True. And then
The wife goes,
Even aside the catch him cheating, he raped somebody. That one, the news burst out after the caught him. Is he not a sick person?
the court will determine that the person said he was a weak. It's the court that will determine whether it was consensual or because named two footballers that had rape allegations. There's Greenwood from mine. There's even Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. And at the end of there's even Neymar, who he was a CCTV in the hotel that saved his ass. So people would always try to make rape allegations against these famous people if they think about like, but I'm not supporting rape in any, but I'm just saying the court decided it was. But yeah, that's the point. The most important thing is that it's a very wrong thing to put your property in your mom's, because anything could happen. And I mean, if this man was dead and the wife wanted something for the kids, she would have to ask the mom. And like she said, what if the mom was like, true. That's all I'm saying, Arab, like, what's in Africa where there's already friction? Then they are alive from two sides, trapped. You should go to see she get fought. But to see she get going. So I think if you are going to gamble the married thing anyway, there's no reason why your property shouldn't be in your wife's name. So for your children work.
Oh. So yes guys, so you drop your comments on your own thoughts under this video, and we've gotten to that point of the point where we get to Jollof,
That seems to love that what liking.
but today's on where we'll still let you know how far
sugar no dey the coffee
because of that one.
Don't put too much Maggie for
I'm dying.
that. We'll talk about the test.
Okay, so guys, enough Jollof to go around. Yours is over here, so come through for yours. While
Sorry.
you watch us eat, if you love us, it's okay. Whilst we're eating, you'll be fed. Alright? So our Jollof is coming right up, guys. It's here, guys.
I smell it now.
I can see it now.
I just don't think this one. But finally getting that. Wait, chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I want to arrange myself.
Can you
Hey, so guys, you can see it. Yours is over here, so come through.
How are you doing?
Come through.
But I'm only saying for you to say thank you. No really conjure.
Come and join me, Jerry. I love to share like that.
Yeah,
You're
thank you
this
so
wicked
much.
person.
I appreciate. Can I eat now?
Yes, please.
There.
Not bad, actually.
What you give this all about that? LC9.
No, my dog is better.
I never can say. I'm not concurrent. What about you?
But this, I think this should be a 6.
Hey, what about you? We get ask me that fact. Me too. Look at this. 7. Can you try about United class? You can't meet person with an 4.
But this one is 6. Like, it went past average now.
So on 7. I will laugh if not me. That's me.
So guys, thank you for watching. And of course, don't miss us next episode, right?
See? Yeah, same time. Saturday.
Same place.
Right quick. On the breakfast show.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm your host, Anya Wefunaya, aka Naya the First.
You know what time it is? It's a gift weather.
I will have Sydney signing out. Bye guys.